Good evening and welcome to Fleece TV. It's Thursday the 28th of May 2020, and apologies about issues we had last night. Hopefully we're going to have a splendiferous show this very eve. A little later on we're going to be joined by our special cocktail correspondent, Sarah Spires, who's going to be doing another one of her wondrous creations. First of all, we're going to be joined by a chap called Robert Huey, who has been coming to the Fleece for the last 40 years, been married for the last 40 years. He's watching Fleece TV regularly. The thing about Robert is he's in Toronto, Canada, so I'd like to thank him for joining us. And he writes a bit of poetry, and I managed to cajole Robert to do us a little recording of a very apt poem about lockdown and beer. So over to Robert.
Hi, this is your correspondent Robert Huey from Toronto, Canada. I've been a Canberra member for quite some time, even picked up this book from 1980, my first visit to the Fleece in Breferton. Nigel said I could read a poem, so I'm going to. It's called Thoughts, Random in Nature. A grating snow shovel scrapes my mind clean of thoughts worth having. Locked down at home and lost in an expanse of words tumbling about in my brain. Not connecting to a world I no longer know. I reach for a beer, assemble glass and can, neatly in line, crack and pour with certainty. Watch the foam ride up the side of the glass, the biggest spectacle of my day. Hops, glorious hops, burst forth. Resinous pine forest hops, freed from my glass at last. I take a long draught and sigh deeply and fully in appreciation for a life-reassuring beer. Bye for now.
Thanks, Robert. I really like that poem, and I hope that we can get Robert back to read some more over the next few weeks and months. So, what's special about today? Well, in the year 1848, a fella by the name of Henry Byrd decided he was no longer going to be a farmer, but he was going to brew and sell beer here at the Fleece Inn. So on the 28th of May 1848, the Fleece Inn became the Fleece Inn. Instead of just a cottage in Breferton, it became a licensed house. Now, Henry Byrd was the youngest son of Joseph Byrd, and his third wife. Joseph was a busy fella, and he was born in about 1804, 5th of May, and in 1826 his father died, and basically Henry had the job of bringing on the farm and making the farm work. He married a lady called Anne Slade. For those of you who have been in the village a long time, the Slade name is still around, or has been around, and Anne Slade was from Inkborough, just up the road in very near to the Lynches. Henry was a very enterprising sort of a fella and was trying to make a bit of money out of the farm. And in 1839, he took his first delivery of spirits from Bristol, came all the way up the Severn, up the Avon, and finally got here to Breferton by cart. In the 1840s, he used the rowing club in what is now the rowing club in Evesham as his bonded warehouse. And he's also a window tax collector and a coal merchant during those times. Imagine that, he's a publican and a window tax collector. Quite a good, challenging, almost as politically challenging as dealing with Dominic Cummings today. But in 1848, on the 28th of May, the Fleece got its licence. It was licensed to brew 1,000 barrels a year, up to 1,000 barrels a year. And this is the a facsimile of the very licence, which is still in the. If you go to the Hive in Worcester, you'll be able to see this, which grants Mr. Henry Byrd the publican's licence for the sale of beer and cider for the excise office at Evesham on the 28th of May, being on the occasion of the old farmhouse becoming on the inn for the first time. But he was not allowed to do the following: do not sell any beer, ale or porter made otherwise than from malt or hops, nor mix or cause or to be mixed any drugs or other pernicious ingredients in any beer, ale or porter, cider or perry, nor fraudulently dilute, deteriorate or adulterate any beer or porter, cider or perry, nor knowingly sell the same which are not in measures which are not of a legal standard, or willingly or knowingly permit any drunkenness or violence or quarrelsome or other disorderly conduct in this house or premises, nor knowingly suffer any unlawful games or any gaming whatever therein, nor permit persons of notoriously bad character to assemble and meet together therein, and so forth. My goodness, it's a good job life's a bit easier now than it was then, isn't it, guys? Just saying. So, marvellous that without Henry and his commitment to being an entrepreneur, the Fleece Inn would probably just be another lovely house in Brepperton, as opposed to one of the finest alehouses in the world, I would say. And many would agree, I feel. Unfortunately for Henry, he didn't quite make it for too long, and he died in 1858 at the age of 54. Poor lad. So that's the story of Henry Byrd, of this parish. Born and bred and christened and died here, etc. So, now, you might think, what's he doing with the hat on? Trying to look a bit holiday-ish? Well, my friend Sarah and her family have been to Cuba, it would appear. They've got some fantastic tans going on. And Sarah's going to show us the skills she learnt making a strawberry daiquiri, I think.
Good evening all. We're here again this evening with Sunita for the Fleece, and we're doing more cocktails. Tonight I have chosen to do a strawberry daiquiri, which is actually the same as the mojito that I did a couple of weeks ago, and it originates from Cuba, which is obviously the Caribbean one, okay? We're back in Cuba again this evening. So, over to you girls with what we're going to do.
So, who loves strawberry daiquiris?
Who loves a strawberry daiquiri? That is the question. I think we all love a strawberry daiquiri. So this evening, I am going to show you how to make a strawberry daiquiri, the best of the best, basically. So here we go. Right. Okay. First things first. Strawberries. Oh, strawberries, fresh strawberries. Okay. These are some that I prepared earlier and cut up just to save a little bit of time. More the merrier. We love strawberries, don't we, girls?
Yeah.
Can I ask your names, please?
Well, my name is Kamana. Eviana.
Kalama and Eviana.
Eviana.
Great names, great names. And
Okay, so we've got that full of strawberries, okay? That is the main ingredient there, apart from the other main ingredient, of course. Most importantly, Ava. Kamina.
Some dark rum.
Rum.
it's communion.
Sorry. Rummy rum rum. Here we go.
Rum. Okay.
Okay, so obviously...
is it, what rum is that?
Well, this is just a dark rum, okay?
A dark rum, okay.
Yeah, dark rum, Caribbean dark rum.
Okay.
I've run out of the Havana tonight, okay?
Yep.
Couple of 3 shots in there.
Singles, doubles?
They might be doubles, I think, but this is going to go around a few people.
Okay.
All right, okay.
Yes.
Next thing, we want some fresh lime. All right. Squeeze some fresh lime into there. Gives it a little bit of a tangy taste.
Okay. Yes.
Now, I do think, to be honest, this kind of works a little bit better as well. Apart from the fresh lime, okay? You you want to put a bit of lime cordial in there. And I always use a little bit of fresh lime juice out of the bottle. Alright? Okie doke. Now, next thing, which I've always done, which I do think actually works better, is a little bit of strawberry jam.
Strawberry jam.
Makes it a little bit more...
Okay, I'm just going to leave you a second.
Oh, okay.
Because I'm just going to pass it over to the girls.
Oh, okay. I'll freeze
So,
you then.
there they go. And have you dance, girls? Yes. Here they go. Yes. Oh, yes. Yes. Oh, yes. Oh, wait, yeah. Oh, watch those. Yeah. All right, pull it up. Yeah. Yes. I think Sunita's going as well. Yes. Okay, let's get back to the let's get back to this daiquiri. Yeah, let's get back to the daiquiri.
Right.
Oh, I think Sunita's had one too many.
We're back there again. Okay. As I said, was the jam. We'll go back to the jam, okay? So we popped a bit of jam in there. I'm going to take those off because I can't actually see very well. Not a good idea. So we've got jam in there, we've got the lime, okay? Next, we've got the ice. Crushed ice, again, I use that with mojito. I'm using it again with the strawberry daiquiri because it always works 10 times better. As much of that in there as you can, because we want it to be quite slushy. Now this is a frozen strawberry daiquiri, okay? You can obviously make a strawberry daiquiri that's not frozen. I choose to actually make it frozen, and that involves a blender. I've got a NutriBullet there, which works fantastic, okay? But again, you don't need to do it frozen, it's entirely up to you, okay? Right, there we go. Let's pop the top on there. And give it a whirl.
Is that in the NutriBullet now?
It is in the NutriBullet. It's a bit loud, so yeah, a bit
All right,
loud.
get your earmuffs on, everyone.
The dog doesn't like this very much. Hold on, girls.
What can I say about that? That sounds quite smooth.
Not too bad.
Right. And where can they get those blenders from?
You can get them from anywhere.
Argos?
Any blender works. Right, okay, here we go.
Right, here we go.
Now, actually, to be fair, that's a little bit more watery than what I normally do. So I'm going to whack a little bit more ice in there. I like mine a little bit more frozen. That's just a personal preference, okay? Put that on again. A little bit of a blend.
Back in the NutriBullet.
Here we go. Perfect.
You okay, girls? Alright.
Then wait for their non-alcoholic strawberry slush after, I think, aren't you, girls?
Yep.
Okay.
Oh, indeed.
Here we go. Perfect. Beautiful, that is. Absolutely beautiful. Perfect. Okay. A little bit of lime there for garnish. Put that on there, around the outside.
Great.
That one's not.
Absolutely great, that is.
A little bit of umbrella there.
Oh, little umbrella,
Little
cocktail umbrella.
Little cocktail umbrella.
I believe you grow your own mint as well,
Oh,
sir.
I do. And that's what I want to show you this evening.
Okay.
Look at this for mint. I told you last time I ran out.
Oh, yes.
Look how she's grown.
Oh, she has grown.
Amazing.
Yeah, absolutely amazing, yeah.
Okay, so I'm just going to use a little bit of this.
Okay.
Mint's lovely and everything, especially cocktails. Okay, little sprog on the side, and let's taste it. Here we go. Yes, man. Oh, perfect. Absolutely perfect. So that's it for me
Again?
this evening. Strawberry daiquiri. Hope you like it all, and let me know.
Sunita.
Yeah, let me know if you need any help on making one. So goodbye from Sunita from the Fleece.
And goodbye from...
Kamada.
And
And goodbye from...
Eviana.
Eviana.
Oh, well done, girls.
Good evening.
Well done.
Have fun.
Hi. Hello. Sorry. In the moment. So, isn't it nice? The sun, the strawberries. If you want some nice Brepton strawberries, you can get them from the Brepton Community Shop, along with mint and ice, apparently. There you go. Now, a few comments. Loads of lovely people watching tonight. Thank you so much. What else want to do? A few comments. Like for instance, now I mentioned to you earlier, my good friend Robert Huey, who is actually watching the programme after his poetic poetic marvellousness earlier. Now, if you were to look at Robert's Facebook page, you know that he loves beer, single malts, red wine, fine food and travel. I'm kind of there with him on all of that. I can't actually disagree with you on any of that, Robert. So, yeah. So, what else have we got? He says thanks. Yeah. Alison says hi from Evesham. Spike says Panama's our go. Yay. The next thing I'm going to do in a few moments, I could have done with Kelvin Hughes. Hi, Kelvin. Lending me that rather wonderful suit that you lent me some years ago. Sarah Langston says, I love you, Sarah. Gangster Spies, you are so amazing. There you go. Yeah, go Nigel. Thanks, Spike. So there we go. That's enough of that stuff for now. So what we're going to do, just towards the end of this evening's Fleece TV extravaganza, we share with you a little joke from Julian.
It's gone again.
So small, it's disappeared. We love our tech. Do you think you might find it, Director? That's what I don't know. Not very directive. So we're not going to do it. So there we go. So, sorry, Jules, we're going to save that up.
Hello.
We're going to make that happen next.
I got myself a job at the council as a litter picker. They gave me a yellow fluorescent jacket. They gave me one of those litter picking tools. They gave me some plastic bags. And they gave me one of those rings that hold the bags open. I said, is there any training? They said, no, just pick it up as you go along.
So, thank you, Jules. Now, Julian's joke telling is inordinately better in its own sphere than my dancing, it has to be said. Don't know what that says about my dancing. There we are. Now, tomorrow we're going to have a little blossom watch from our friend Vicky, who has a little bit of sad news. It's Oak Apple Day tomorrow, so we're going to be talking about that. But for now, the old holiday theme that Sarah's brought on there by making that lovely strawberry daiquiri has brought me to thinking about a little song what I learnt when I was but a boy, and it tucked away into the dark recesses of my mind, mainly because when doing it in year 3 of junior school, whatever that is in today's money, my teacher told me that perhaps my voice was better suited to the chorus. But we're gonna have it just me on my own. So here we go.
Hey.
And Sandy Elliott, you might like this one too. But here we go. All the nice girls love a sailor. All the nice girls love a tar. For there's something about a sailor. Well, you know what sailors are. Bright and breezy, free and easy. They're the ladies' pride and joy. Falls in love with Kate and Jane, then he's off to sea again. Ship ahoy, ship ahoy. All the nice girls love a sailor. All the nice girls love a tar. For there's something about a sailor, well, you know what sailors are. Bright and breezy, free and easy, they're the ladies' pride and joy. Falls in love with Kate and Jane, then he's off to sea again. Ship ahoy, ship ahoy. Good night from Fleece TV.